Everybody, welcome to the BBE Podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Gatsby Wilson. Big shout out to everybody out here celebrating the holidays, whether it's Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, or any of the other many religions that people are celebrating around the world at this time of the year. We back to work. So I want to do a recap, man, of pretty much 2024. We're going to talk about a lot of the people who've been very instrumental in my success, helping me build the brand and the podcast this year. We're going to start off by talking about the RecorAwards. I found out about this organization through Loving Leanne. She's a very talented young lady who works with the Georgia injury attorneys, with attorney Brian C. Poe and his team. We're going to come back mentioning some of those people who won awards. We're also going to mention some of the people who are featured this year by the RecordAwards here in Atlanta, Georgia. So once again, it's DJ Gassy, the BBE Podcast. We'll be right back with more, man, of this 2024 wrap-up. And we're back with the BBE Podcast, man. Yo, thank you guys for tuning in. Sticking with me, we got the 2024 wrap-up, talking about some of the important people who've been featured on the podcast or showing us a lot of love and respect and supporting the brand and the podcast on all of the podcast platforms throughout the year. Recently, I attended an event, Georgia Piedmont Technical College, hosted by Miss Maxine McDaniels at a Tickle Pass Pink organization. At that event, I reconnected with a lot of people that I had worked with over the years here in Atlanta, particularly attorney Brian Poe and Associates, the people's champs of the Georgia injury attorneys, as well as Loving Leanne, media personality, who works with that organization. And she spoke about the radio and records awards honorees for 20 and 24. And she actually gifted me one of the programs from that event. So I just like to take this time and to give a big shout out to Loving Leanne, Brian Poe and Associates, and the Georgia injury attorneys, while also recognizing and congratulating some of the honorees for the 2024 Radio and Records Awards. First of all, there's Andrew Young, who received a Lifetime Achievement at Force MDs, as well as Edrin Hill also received Lifetime Achievements. The other ones were Lanita Joe Fox, David Linton, Quinn Eccles, and Morris Baxter. The other awards were handed out to Executive Media Award was for Major Minds. Radio Station Owner of the Year was Courtney French. The Emerging Star Award for acting went to Leanna Sunshine Baptiste. And also, there was the Program Director of the Year here in Georgia, and that went to Chris Coleman. Chris Coleman's met that brother, became aware of him back in 1992 when I was actually here for a period of time in Atlanta doing my DJ thing. I DJ'd at Park West International downtown. Birmingham. I also was a DJ at Magic City 2, First Avenue North, man. Gentlemen Clubs, man. That's the affiliated with the Magic City Club in Atlanta. But enough about that. The other awards went to Barbara Ann Bird for Entrepreneur of the Year. There's Kevin Pearson for Community Impact Award. Tommy Marshall, Executive Music Award. And Marie Stevens, Executive Media Specialist Award. So congratulations, man, to all of the people who were recognized by the Radio and Records Association in association with Brian Poe and Associates, the People's Champ. It's DJ Gassy, man. We're still in the midst of the 2024 wrap-up. I'm going to mention some of the people and see if I can tell you a little bit about some of the people that won those awards. First of all, congratulations to the legendary Force MCs, recipients of the Lifetime Music Legend Award for 2024. Force MDs from New York, I believe it's Staten Island, man. Very, very talented dudes, man, and got a chance to perform with them back in the early 80s and 90s at my DJ days. Big shout out to DJ Greg Watts. He's also featured in that the pamphlet, the event's dedication to in loving memory of Ivory Joe Douglas, dedicated to many, many years of service. He was the owner of Backstage Atlanta. And I understand he passed away in 2021. And I think the organization wanted to dedicate this event to him. So a big shout out to Ivory Joe Douglas, man. It's done in his memory. And I mentioned earlier, we're back Georgia Injury Attorneys 2024 wrap up for the BBE Podcast, man. We were talking about the Radio and Records Awards honorees for 2024, presented by the Brian Pone Associates. Theodis Elia won 2024 Radio and Records Lifetime Achievement Award. One of the other people they're going to congratulate a Lifetime Achievement Award to Uvi Hayes. There's Isaac III, aka 7, Male Artist of the Year. Who else do we have here? From Radio 1, TQ the Queen, Assistant Program Director of the Year. What do we got, man? Like a lot of artists in here, man. Congratulations to Lavelle, recipient of the second annual Joe Douglas Humanitarian Award. We have a Backstage and Radio Records Awards. Donna Walkers, a.k.a. Major Minds, 24 Executive Media Award. Dr. Chef Barbara Ann Bird, 2024 Entrepreneur of the Year. And it goes on. Who is this now? International and national recording artist, songwriter, and visual artist, Shavona, 2024 Radio and Records Female Artist of the Year, man. Once again, man, DJ Gas, the BBE Podcast, we're celebrating the Rice Awards 2024 Radio and Records honorees, man, and the list goes on. Got a few more people we're going to talk about before we turn this over and start talking about the organization itself. Lifetime Achievement Award went to Cinnamon Robinson, and also what is this? Black. Also a proclamation from the city of Atlanta presented by Platinum Records recording group Black. Man, listen, Isaac Lee the third, aka 7, 2420 watt. The list goes on. I mentioned the names when we started, man. Thank you guys for supporting the Radio and Records organization, for representing these people and supporting them throughout their careers. If you're out there in the music business, radio business, or record business, know that your hard work and dedication and love for your craft does not go unnoticed. These organizations are out there. They are looking to recognize you for your talent, man. So once again, big shout out to Brian Pone Associates, People's Champ, Georgia and your attorneys, as they welcome and congratulate the 2024 Record and Radio Awards honorees. Once again, it's DJ Gatsby. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back with more of the 2024 wrap up after this.